And I would like to give the floor straight away to Mr. Antolini for a short introduction. Good morning. Before giving the floor to our guests, let me give you an overview of the idea of the Milling Hub project. The Milling Hub project is quite an old project about the use of raw materials concerning subcontractors. Because today, the milling industrial side is concentrated on subcontractors. So this project is really revolutionary, and it is linked to Bonifiche Ferraresi, who represents the driver of the agriculture sector, who is also sponsored and supported together with Ocrim. So the idea is to provide raw materials directly to end users. So this project, let's say, is project number 0 of 10 projects, 5 buildings, 3,000 square meters of surface, 150 tons per module. So these modules will be used by the end users. This is, let's say, module number 0. And this is designed for Pastificio Gigi, which is part of a controlled company. So this is associated with the agriculture component. So these plants will work exclusively for Pastificio Gigi, so for the pasta maker Gigi. So actually, this is just a part of a project for the future aimed at shortening the supply chain. And now I think I give the floor to Engineer Antolini for the conclusions of this event. Well, personally, I think that we should conclude by talking about the future. We have described the present. We presented our vision and mission. So it is time to talk about the future. Now, let me remind you of the new mission of Ocrim SPA. This is a production site for Ocrim SPA as well, because we are in the industrial area of the city of Cremona, very close to the port, and the surrounding area is occupied by Ocrim SPA and the Milling Hub. Ocrim management, together with the technical department, are already working on future projects because this first project, the Milling Hub, is also focused on logistics, which means train, road, and sea transport, which is something we can manage. So in the near future, I think that we will have to start and manage the reception and transport of materials. You know, we said 1,500 tons a day in terms of production capacity. So, of course, all these materials must be managed from a logistics point of view. We are already managing the storage of grains and cereals because 1,500 tons of milling requires huge storage capacity. But in the future, we are thinking also of smaller units, 150 tons per day. This is medium production level for Ocrim. But today, what we are working on, in particular for the Italian market, is to further divide the 150-ton production into smaller units. So we are working on a 300 tons project, 6 units for 50 tons each. So for the future, as Mr. Vecchioni said, we are working also on smaller units to be even more aggressive on the market, in particular on niche markets requiring lower quantities if compared to industrial production. However, of course, I would like to thank all of you, all participants, because for me and for my family, today is a very important day. Because when my family in 2008 decided to manage, let's say, Cremona, what I said to all the people I met was, well, you have to persuade me to buy a meal. So if you are good enough in persuading me to buy a meal, well, that would be a big result. Well, we are here today, so I think that I've been persuaded, really, and not only me. So I have to thank Ocrim, because our dream, our wish has been translated into reality. Well, thank you. Thank you to you for your conclusions. It is really time to end our event today. Let me also remind you that if you have any questions concerning Milling app, you can write an email to conferenceroom@ocrim.com. Now, to conclude our event, I would like to ask our technicians to start the milling plant so that you can see the plant up and running. This is really it. I hope to see you soon. Thank you for participating. Goodbye. Arrivederci. Bye-bye.